A seed phrase in a drawer is not a backup. It is a bearer bond, payable to whoever opens the drawer. I'm Rachel from ChainSense. In the next 5 minutes, backup that actually survives fire and time, the 25th word that hides a wallet inside your wallet, and why more copies of one key is not more security. Start with the medium. Paper fails 3 ways. It burns, it soaks, and it fades. And it usually does so exactly once, at the worst possible moment. Metal backup plates solve the physics. Stamped or engraved steel survives a house fire, a flood, and a few decades of neglect. The catch, honestly, a metal plate is still a bearer instrument. Hardening the medium does nothing about the finder. So placement is half the discipline. 2 locations geographically separated. A fire that takes one should not be able to take both, and neither location should be guessable from knowing you. And the anti-pattern that undoes everything, the photo. A picture of your seed in the cloud is not a backup. It is a live copy sitting on someone else's computer, one account breach away from being spent. Same for password managers, notes apps, email drafts. If it syncs, it is exposed. The rule is simple and deliberately analog. The seed exists on physical objects you control, in places you chose, and nowhere a login can reach. And test the restore once, on an empty wallet, so the plate is proven before the day it matters. Now the mechanism this episode exists for. A BIP 39 passphrase, often called the 25th word, is an extra word or phrase you choose yourself on top of the seed. Here is what it actually does under the hood. The seed plus your passphrase derive a completely different wallet, not an unlocked version of the same wallet, a separate one, with separate addresses, invisible to anyone holding the seed alone. Which enables the decoy pattern. Keep a small, believable balance on the bare seed. The drawer thief restores it, finds pocket money, and stops looking. Your real holdings live behind a word that exists only in your head. Now the trade-offs, because this tool is sharp on both edges. Forget the passphrase and the wallet is gone. There is no reset, no support line, no recovery. And the passphrase is exact. Case, spaces, spelling. A typo at restore does not throw an error. It silently derives yet another empty wallet. So if a balance ever shows 0 after a restore, check your typing before your heart rate. Write the passphrase down too, but never on the same object, and never in the same place as the seed itself. One more distinction, because the market blurs it constantly. Some hardware wallets. Tangem is the well-known example. Ship as a set of cards. One key copied onto 2 or 3 cards. That is redundancy. Lose a card, and a twin still restores access. Genuinely useful. Think spare house keys. Convenient for the locked-out owner, and exactly as convenient for anyone who finds one. But hear the mechanics precisely. Any single card can spend. 3 cards is 1 key, 3 times. It protects you against losing the key, and it does nothing against someone taking it. Multi-signature is the opposite arrangement. Several different keys, and spending requires a quorum of them. 2 of 3, 3 of 5. That protects against the theft of any single key, because no card, no device, no person can move funds alone. Backup is a redundancy pattern. Multisig is an authorization pattern. They solve different problems, and stacking copies never turns one into the other. So place the tools honestly. Metal plates and multi-card sets defend against loss and disaster. A passphrase defends against the finder. And if your holdings justify defending against a stolen key itself, that is the multi-sig conversation, and the full deep dive is on this channel. So this week, move the seed from paper to metal, split the locations, delete the photo. Yes, you know the one. And if the balance justifies it, add the 25th word, then guard that word like the wallet it is. Because the drawer was never the threat model. The finder is. Backup answers the fire. The passphrase answers the finder. The full written guide, plate by plate and step by step, is linked in the description. A seed in a drawer isn't a backup. It's a bearer bond. Subscribe to ChainSense. I'm Rachel. See you in the next one.